Minister Basil Rajapaksa says people must be afraid if they are doing the wrong thing.
The Minister of Economic Development made this remark in an interview with the BBC.
Thousands of people was killed and we were victims. Our economy was ruined. Our people have no way to go in the roads or go to market, go to school. They were threatened. Now that situation have been changed totally.
I met a lot of people who are very afraid of you. Afraid of people, not of you personally, but of you and your brothers. Are people right to be afraid of the Rajpaksas?
No, I don't think the majority of this country, you can't satisfy everybody. The people are definitely they must be frightened if they are doing a wrong thing.
The South Africa-Sri Lanka joint dialogue on post-conflict reconciliation commenced in Colombo today.
At the plenary session, Minister of External Affairs Professor G.L. Pires reiterated that it is absolutely necessary to ensure that there is no erosion in public confidence in consequence of defeats which are inflicted on the nation or on the party.
And in Transformations Initiative, South Africa.
The event was organized by the Lakshman Kadirgaon Institute for International Relations and Strategic Studies in collaboration with the High Commission of the Republic of South Africa and the In Transformation Initiative South Africa. Dignitaries, including the Secretary of Defence Gotabaya Rajapaksa, were present for the plenary session.
Nobody wins all the battles. ANC didn't do it. Sri Lanka did not. So there were reversals from time to time. That is in the nature of war. It is unavoidable. And it is absolutely necessary to ensure that there is no erosion of public confidence in consequence of defeats which are inflicted on the nation or on the party from time to time. This was also one of the achievements of the Rajapaksa administration.
We have consistently availed ourselves to share our lessons learned and to continue to encourage and support Sri Lanka in exploring ways of finding lasting political solutions. And I wish to reiterate our offer of support at bringing lasting peace, reconciliation and nation building through broad consultation and inclusive dialogue.
The dealer conference of Harcross Chemicals Private Limited was held at Stein Studios in Ratmalana last evening.
The conference was held under the auspices of Minister of Agriculture Mahindayapa Abewardana. Agrochemical dealers from across the island participated at the conference.
As a responsible corporate citizen, we have automated our manufacturing facilities for hazardous chemicals, thus ensuring the well-being of our workers. Dear friends, none of above is possible without the help and support of you all present here and many more fellow countrymen and women across the island.
There was a lot of talk about kidney disease and accusations were made against pesticides and weedicides. But recent findings show that fertilizer has a role. Especially in the wet zones, floodwaters, which occur 2 or 3 times a year, take away all the poisons in the soil left behind by fertilizer. But in the dry zone, it deposits in the soil. People who use water from the reservoirs have not been affected. It is mostly people who use groundwater that have been affected. Why has this mixed with water in the wells? The fertilizer is spread on the soil and then it mixes with water. And now for some time it has been collecting in the water in the wells. So, are we not to use fertilizer? If we do not use fertilizer, we will not have produce. If there is no yield, then people will die of starvation. Or there will be other problems in the country. So when faced with all this, we must all move towards a program that is suitable to the country and fair by the country. There is a certain amount of arsenic in pesticides. It is a minute amount. It is extremely minute. This can be found not only in pesticides in this country, but in pesticides in other countries as well. The Food and Agriculture Organization has set a maximum amount for some pesticides. For example, ingredients like sulfur. Then there is ppm. The amounts in our pesticides are far below these maximum levels. Thereby stories stating that arsenic is being spread by pesticides are not justifiable.
For more of the views expressed at this dealer conference, tune into the news at 10 p.m. on our sister channel Sirasa TV.
Another episode of the Satana Political Debate program telecast on our sister channel Sirasa TV was held at Stein Studios in Ratmalana yesterday.
In this country at present, we need to ensure that we save a country for the future generation. Whether you take Colombo, the east, the coast or the center of the country today, all the property has been sold off or it has been leased or pawned off. We cannot raise a national flag today. This is the situation in the country today. We are going to free the country from this situation.
When you look at casinos in the country today, there is Bellagio, MGM and Marina in Colombo. I too have been to Australia. People go with their families to Crown Casino. Some people go to the casino and others go to see the magic shows and movies and various other performances at Crown. This is a major investment in Colombo for the tourism industry. If this is the case, then all these casinos must be shut down. Let us all take a collective decision. As parties, let us all come to a collective decision to close all casinos in the country. We must stop all betting centers and race bookies in the country. We must also stop the sweep tickets. Sweep tickets also amount to gambling.
There's a tale about how you cannot build a family by gambling or falling into debt. You cannot build a village, can you? You cannot build a nation. At present, an economy where you gamble and fall into debt has been brought to the country. The economic crisis is becoming a political crisis in the country. The economic crisis is gradually creating a new political crisis in the country.
The Polonnaruwa district has today become a district where there is no opposition parliamentarian. There was a 30-year-long war in the country. This war has been ended. 4 years have passed since the 30-year war was ended. There has been immense development in these 4 years. This must be said. I invite you to come with me and I will show you these things at my expense. I will show you the situation of the rivers.
The Commonwealth rally organised ahead of the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting to add well wishes to the summit reached the town of Buttala today.
Now, the Commonwealth Rally is a joint initiative of the Ministry of Mass Media and Information, Sri Lanka Youth and the MTV-MBC networks.
The Commonwealth Rally, which began its journey across the island on the 2nd of this month, has thus far passed nearly 250 cities and towns.
The Commonwealth Rally commenced day 24 of its journey from Bibila. A special ceremony took place this morning and a brief description of the Republic of South Africa was delivered in all 3 languages at the event. Chairman of the Bibila Pradeshya Sabha, S.A.N. Chandrasekhara, raised the national flag of the Republic of South Africa on the main float of the rally. The Chogam rally then commenced today's leg of its journey amidst warm wishes extended by people gathered on either side of the road. 3-wheeler drivers in the town of Bibila showed their appreciation for the arrival of the rally in their town. School children also extended their wishes as the rally made its way from Bibila to Monaragala via Madagama. procession then arrived at the Monaragala town. The national flag of the Caribbean nation St. Kitts and Nevis, which comprises of 2 islands, was raised on the main float of the procession at the Monaragala town. The flag was hoisted by the Deputy Chair of the UA Provincial Council, Sugat Salia. The Chief Minister of the UA Province too extended his best wishes to the Commonwealth Rally.
This is an ideal opportunity to show the world that Shogam will be held in Sri Lanka. Let's make the best of this opportunity. We should come together as Sri Lankans. We extend our gratitude to the MTV MBC Media Network and the Youth Services Council.
The Commonwealth Rally also received a good reception from the public as it arrived in Buttala this evening. The rally will make its way from Buttala to Kathragama tomorrow.
Let's now take a quick look at the newspaper cartoon of the day.